What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a new episode of Let's Talk for you. Now, this show used to be called JRPG Sessions, and then it used to be called First Strike, all of which are very strong names. But I decided to go with Let's Talk because A, that was recommended to me by one of my subscribers to just make it my brand, and I think that is a fantastic idea, and I don't know why I waited so long to implement it, but that's what I'm doing. And B, I think the name Let's Talk gives me an opportunity to branch out on topics beyond RPGs if there's ever something I wanted to talk about outside that realm. So this is what we're gonna rock with, and I hope you guys enjoy the content I create on behalf of it. For our first episode, I have a very, very big question for you guys. Are we too hung up on the classics? So what I mean is, every time someone new to the genre asks me for a recommendation, I always recommend the same two games, Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger. And you guys know me, I've been playing modern RPGs. I've played the Personas, I've played the Tales, I've played the Trails, I've done all those things, but I always fall back to those two games. Always. Why? I came up with 3 reasons that I think that we always recommend these games, why we're all hung up on our classics. A, nostalgia, plain and simple. B, they're what I like to call the foundation of the genre of the games that we love to play. 3, they're just good fucking games. Now hang out with me for a bit. I'll elaborate on all 3 of those points for you. And then when I'm done, I want to hear what you guys think. If there's any reasons that you guys can think of that are outside of those 3 that I listed. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first reason why I think we cling on to our classics so much, like I said earlier, is nostalgia. Nostalgia is fucking powerful, guys. So check this out. I remember being in the 8th grade and my mom picked me up from school. And when I opened the front door, there was a fat ass 3-stack Blockbuster case that was Final Fantasy VII. And I fucking lost it. I lost it, bro. So Blockbuster gives you 3 days with the game, and I promise you, I made it to the end of this 2 Hojo fight by the end of the weekend. It's one of the few games after my mom bought it for me that she and my brother sat down and actually watched me play. My mom watched me grind chocobos trying to get a gold chocobo for Knights of the Round, and my brother would just pop in at different points throughout my playthrough and sit down and watch me play. To this day, the only Final Fantasy main character that my brother knows is Cloud. He bought me Crisis Core for Christmas this past year, and he sent me the picture and he goes, "That's fucking Cloud." And I was like, "Yeah, it is Cloud." Now, I'm not the only person that feels this way about Final Fantasy VII. There's a shitload of people that have their own unique memories of that game, and it just fills you with joy. You remember your playthrough, the feelings you had while you were playing. I remember how awesome it felt for my family to sit down and watch me play this game. They'd never watched me play a JRPG before or since, but they watched me play that one. And like I said, we all have our own stories of these games and our own memories of these games. And we want to share these memories and feelings with other people when we recommend these games, so we can create new memories with these people and connect with them on that same level and create that brand new relationship based on something that you both love so much. I don't know, man. It's hard to quantify. I have a script right here, but it's really hard to stick to it when I talk about this because I'm just flooded with telling that story is just nostalgia, bro. Shit. The second reason why I think we lean on the classics so much is because they're what I like to call the foundation of our genre. Now, before you come at me sideways, I am not talking about Ultima. That is something completely different to me. I am talking about the classic turn-based JRPG. Now, 2 of the biggest indie releases we've had in the last couple years are Chain Echoes and Sea of Stars. and the creators of both those games cite Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger respectively as the inspiration for their games. Chain Echoes specifically shouts out Final Fantasy VI's story as the inspiration for theirs, and if you played both those games, I think you can definitely see the similarities in the story. And as for Sea of Stars and Chrono Trigger, I think that's pretty obvious. Chrono Trigger is all over that game's DNA, from the combat to the world map, and there's even a little Super Mario RPG sprinkled in. Maybe this is the creators' way of channeling their nostalgia in a different way, but as far as I'm concerned, they know what games butter the bread of our genre, so that's why they shout them out and use them as inspiration for their own games. The third and final reason why I think we recommend those games so much is because they're just good ass games. So many of these games hold up today. Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, not graphically. Chrono Trigger, Suikoden 2, not classic Personas. Personas 1 and 2 are rough, but 3 and 4 are pretty dope. All these games have wonderful stories, fantastic battle systems, and they are just straight up fun. There's a reason why these games are adding new people to their fandoms every single day. We're getting remasters and remakes of a lot of these games. We got the Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster coming out soon, hopefully. Please, Konami. Final Fantasy VII is getting this big ass remake still. Rebirth is on the way and that game looks fucking godlike. And on top of that, I think that as a whole, the RPG community respects its elders. We respect our history. We respect the developers that paved the way for these new heads to create all these crazy and wonderful games. And even the new games coming out today, like Persona 5, for example, I'll shout that one out. I love that game. And I think in 20 years, we're gonna talk about Persona 5 the same way we talk about Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger now. We're getting great new entries in so many franchises still. I think we as a community respect our history, we respect our elders and the developers that gave us these games, and we know that without them, we wouldn't have things like Sea of Stars. We wouldn't have things like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or Octopath Traveler. Now, don't get me wrong, I respect the new stuff. This is not to disrespect the new stuff. But if you come at me as a new head and you want something to play, have you tried Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger? Alright everybody, I appreciate y'all watching and hanging out. What do you guys think? Why do you think we recommend and lean on the classics so much when there are awesome new RPGs to play as well? Let me know in the comments, especially if it's not one of the 3 things I mentioned before. And be on the lookout for more episodes of these. I really enjoy these, and I am happy to be back, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.